What's up, YouTube? Paul Friedman coming at you with a little unboxing and brief review of the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Alright everybody, so I know a lot of people have already done box unboxings and reviews and extensive reviews and more technical reviews of the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. It's been out for a little while now, but we just got our Part 107 FAA drone license last week or 2 weeks ago. So we're diving into the aerial videography and photography side of things, and as such, we decided this would be the best first step. So Spencer and myself both got into the very first Phantom from DJI back in the day. We lost our first one to a flyaway on top of a mountain, got the DJI Phantom 2, used that for a little while, then the FAA started sort of cracking down with their regulations. So we decided to step back and take a little break from the aerial photography and video side of things for a little while. But just last year when they announced their Part 107 drone license test, or 2 years ago I guess, it was really enticing. We didn't dive in just yet. We wanted to wait and let them sort of flush out some of the details, but it's a pretty streamlined process now, so we decided to dive in as we were getting more and more requests for aerials. So this, we decided, was going to be a great tool for us to have, great for real estate, great for sort of B-roll and video and so on and so forth. But yeah, today we're just going to be unboxing. Today I bought from an Amazon seller known as Drone Man Hub. You can check them out, and hopefully they put together a pretty nice kit for us. It's all right here in this big box, and it just arrived on the doorstep an hour ago, so let's dive in. Right away, looks like they've got everything in here packaged pretty well. They've got some little bits of foam, and they really made good use of space. Sometimes with a lot of sellers online, there's just so much spare room in the boxes. Everything bounces around, but this looks like a pretty good job. So in here, included in the kit, they've got the Smatry hard case. This was included in the kit, and I'm excited to see how this thing looks inside. Alright, so they got some information, probably don't need much of that. Extra little cloth. You can never have too many of these. That's awesome. Don't eat these things. They look tasty though. Alright, so it looks like it's sort of milled foam. Looks really sturdy. It's got a good hold to it. Nothing's gonna break through. One thing's with the pick and pluck foam. Sometimes those things start to, like if you get them this thin on the pick and plucks, it won't hold its shape and they'll start to rip. But this is that nice, thick, sturdy milled foam. And everything looks like it's gonna fit in nice and snug, but we'll check it out later. Alright, so next thing in here is one of these little helicopter landing pads. Sort of like a pop-up reflector that a lot of people are familiar with. This thing looks like it's probably going to come in handy when we're trying to like take off on the beach or things like that. Inside here they've got stakes to peg it down into the sand. There's 3 of them in here. And some reflectors, extra reflectors. Visibility is key. And they got a blue side and an orange side. Let me pop this up. Nice and big, easy to land on. Blue side, orange side. Yeah. With the little tabs that you can put those pegs through. So, yeah. That'll be useful, I'm sure. Extra foam, packaging. Let's see, we got some small items in here. Came with the SanDisk Extreme 128 gigabyte. We have a couple of micro SDs already, but they're all pretty small because we don't really use them for a lot of like HD or 4K video recording. So SanDisk, highly recommend. Good stuff. Everyone likes SanDisk and micro. Yeah. Let's see. We got a little bag. I'm sure this will be for something later. Let's see. Came with the Pro Lens filter kit. We'll see sort of in the future if those are quality. I've heard really good things about the DJI brand. I've also heard really good things about the Polar Pros. This one is the dronemanhub.com version, so we'll see what happens. Here we've got a signal booster. I don't know how popular these things are, but it was included in the kit. Looks like it's just to slide onto the antennas for the remote controller. We'll see if that comes in handy or not. Another little bag. I think these are for props. We'll find out later, but I'm fairly certain these are just like little baggies to carry your extra props around in. Alright. We've got the Fly More kit in here. and the drone itself. There it is. Bing, bang, boom. Beautiful packaging. DJI. Nailed it. Looking good. Alright, that's all that goes in that big box. Cool. So, what we've got left to unbox here are just the Fly More kit and the Mavic 2 Pro. Something they didn't do on the original Mavic Pro is they didn't package up the two items separately, so you could either get the Fly More kit with the drone or not at all. I decided to get it with the kit. It comes highly recommended. I've flown drones in the past, and battery life is super key. So always going to get the extra batteries, and honestly, extra props never hurt. So I am excited to have all those extra accessories. Why don't we dive into the Fly More kit first, and then we'll get into the big box here. Alright, so this guy is sealed up nicely. Peel all the plastic off, that's always rewarding. Don't need that. Crack it open. Alright, really nice. So what they've done here is they've put the entire Fly More kit right into the case, which is kind of cool. No wasted space in the box, and sort of my first reactions are like high premium quality materials. Feels pretty weather resistant, which is what they claim, and this is sort of like that rubberized sort of polyester material with sort of like those rubber inside out zipper styles. So it looks pretty good. So let's crack this open. We got a Velcro, and then we got a zipper around the whole outside. Bing, bang, boom. All right, we got a little box full of stuff, and another little box full of stuff. And underneath here, we've got a little fold up with the two extra batteries. So in here, we have battery number 1 and battery number 2. All right, so anything in the front? Oh, here we go. In the front, we've got all the extra props. So they're kind of folded into these funny little sleeves. You can see those little guys. Pretty cool. All right, set the bag off to the side. Got the props, battery. Let's crack into these, see what's in here. All right, so we got a shoulder strap. This looks like a nice high quality shoulder strap. Mavic 2 goes right on the bag here, so you can sort of carry this thing as a shoulder bag. Looks like high quality, nice stuff. What else do we have in here? We got the, oh, this is the 4-way charger. This was something I was really excited about. Something that I didn't like about previous charging experiences. It would take a really long time to charge each battery, not because they charge slowly, but because you plug one in, you walk off, and then 45 or an hour and a half or 3 hours later, you're like, oh, I forgot to switch to the next one. This is cool. It does only charge one at a time, but you can plug them all in and then sort of just walk away. So kind of folds down just like that. I don't know if you can see there. Get that in front of my face. There we go. So pretty neat. Just one cable into the wall and plug all 4 of your batteries into this sucker. So pretty neat. Looks like, feels sturdy. You know, it's one of those things that folds out, but it's got like a good snap in place, and it feels sturdier than I thought it would, to be honest. Anything else in there? Looks like, aha, this is a nifty little feature that they include in the Fly More kit. This is just a little adapter that you can plug into one of these batteries and convert it into a power bank. It's got 2 USBs out, so just snap that right onto there, and then you can convert these. These are pretty powerful batteries. I think they are 60 watt hours, so pretty sturdy sized battery. And yeah, one of these little guys, you just plug them right in, and you can use this as a power bank to sort of like charge your cell phone or anything really. You can charge whatever you need with it, but any USB power that you need, you can use these guys on the road if you're ever out and you're desperate. Nifty little accessory to have, so that's cool. Secondary box. Alright, this is the car charger. that's exciting. A lot of the work we do is on the road, on location. So just your standard car charger plugs into sort of like what used to be those cigarette lighter outlets, and you can charge your batteries on the go. I don't know if it's a must-have so much as just like a nice-to-have kind of item, but it was included in the kit, and I'm definitely happy to have it. We'll be carrying it with me. I'm sure we'll find a use for it one day. So, all right, cool. So, Flymore kit, there it all is. Everything they said would be in there is in fact in there. Always a good start. And yeah, so these little nifty bags that Drone Man Hub included are gonna be for these extra little props to sit in. So just go right in there. Nice soft bag, sort of velvet. And yeah, it'll be kind of nice to just keep them in something. But yeah, Flymore kit. So let's dive into the drone. All right, so again, DJI, really awesome packaging, beautifully put together. Looks really nice. Let's dive in. Cut off the plastic there. Yeah, beautifully packaged. That is lovely. So here it is. Wow. All right. First impressions, it is smaller and sleeker than I expected. I honestly, after seeing it in pictures, I kind of expected it to be a little bigger, but it's beautifully arranged. It's got a really nice, high quality, sturdy feel without being sort of like too heavy. You know, I mean, sometimes things feel too lightweight, sometimes things feel too heavy. This has a really nice feel to it. Everything sort of like looks and acts as if it will be a premium product. There's the little camera tucked inside of its little protective home there. This is just for transport. I kind of wish that you could keep it on for flight, but not so much. Sensors on the bottom, on the back, on the front, and the sides. Sensors. Nice one. Looks great. Inside here we also have the controller, which is nice and compact. Yeah. Little pop-up antennas. Peel all this plastic off. I don't know if you guys are weird like me, but peeling plastic off of these little clear things is such a satisfying experience. Alright, so you fold these suckers out, and then you hold it like this. No joysticks, it's just a little roller ball, because they actually made the joysticks removable, and they store right in here, and then get tucked away for safety behind this little handle, which is super clever. I love that. So, they just thread right on nice and easily. Grab the other one. Threads right on there. Perfect. All right, it's got a nice feel to it. I'm excited about the controller here. Got two little rolly dials on the back here. We got a record button. We got a little camera symbol. I assume some sort of mode button or probably a photo button. And then these are different flying modes, I've been told. They added tripod mode to the side switch so you can more easily jump into that mode. And then just two joysticks, a mini little, like a mini joystick for navigating menus, and there's a fly to home button and a pause button. So right away, they've got a little cable attached here, which is for iOS devices. You can plug your phone right in there. All right, so I've got the iPhone 7s, and it fits in there beautifully, plugs right in. Something that a lot of people have been talking about, which I am very happy about, is they added these little notches inside of the controller here, and so you can touch your home button. That's exciting. So yeah, it's got a good feel. That's exciting. Peel all these stickers off of this sucker. So this one just folds out. This one you have to go down and it wraps around like that. Pretty smooth motion, and it snaps into place in a very satisfying, not a click, but a satisfying feeling that it's in place. So this one pops out, this one folds down. More plastic covering all the sensors. Plastic covering the vents. Remove the gimbal protector before flying. They give you a little warning sticker. Make sure you read all the warnings. Don't just ignore them all. And looks like we got everything. So this little gimbal protector comes right out of place. And then here we have the Mavic right there. DJI teamed up with Hasselblad, but honestly, DJI has good cameras anyway, so it's kind of weird they teamed up. Nice. All right, so there you have it. Little camera on the front there, fully articulating, rolls around really smoothly while it's off. I should probably be gentle with that since it's brand new. And underneath here, they've got little reset buttons. Got a little cover for these buttons on the sides. This is where your micro SD goes. See if I can show you that there. Micro SD slides right into that slot on the bottom. Snap the cover closed. And then here on the side, they also have USB-C. That is for two reasons. One, updating your firmware. Always update your firmware. These companies, especially DJI, they're really good about updating firmware, and you always want the newest things because if they're fixing bugs, you want the bug fixes if you can get them. The other thing is and I don't know why every camera company hasn't done this since the 90s, but internal memory. This thing has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, which is super exciting because I think we've all done that. We've all showed up to a shoot without a memory card. I've done it so many times. I've been at amazing sunsets and had my camera all set up and ready to go, and then no SD card. I've tried to solve the problem by littering cheap SD cards everywhere. I have them in my coat pockets. I have them in my center console of my car. But just a little bit of storage internal, just so that if you get to a spot and you totally blew it, they can help you out. And so you can use that little USB-C port to get the footage off of that little bit of internal storage. Some little boxes here. So this looks like the regular DC charger. All right, nifty little charger, pretty sleek. This is for your batteries, and then there's a USB out on the top here as well. And then they also have built into the side, which is very sleek and well designed. You can check that out. They have this little, it's a micro USB, just a little short guy right attached there. Pretty nifty. So, well thought out, good charger, looking good. They call this one the Mavic 2 cable box, as expected. Lots of little cables and little dongles. They've got a USB to USB-C. That is nice and helpful. Love those. And then these guys in the little bags, I'm not even going to open these up, but basically clear enough that hopefully you can see what's in there. These are the replacements for the controller. So when you hook up your phone to the side there, this little cable that comes into the controller and then down and plugs into the back, the bottom of your phone. Right now I have the iOS cable. It's a lightning connector. If you have an Android device or some other device, they give you two different others. They give you a micro SD and a USB-C dongle. So if you have any other device, you can still hook them up. And then little micro to USB adapter. Here they give you 2 extra little joysticks because since they're removable, Presumably they're easy to lose. They're pretty small, and so even though they store in the side of this little guy, if you lose one, it's nice of them to give you a couple spares. Here's the props. We got one set of props, two set of props, and they give you one set of spare props, which is really generous of them. I think that's nice of them. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to do that, but they did. Why wouldn't they, right? So, instruction manuals. Definitely gonna read all these. That's my plan for the rest of the evening. Just gonna be reading manuals, and also they do all of that stuff on their website as well. So if you're like me and you don't read good, then feel free to go online and check out the stuff on their website. They have all the information there. But do read up on this stuff. Obviously, a lot of the information that will be needed for this drone was included in the Part 107 test. But that's all just general drone knowledge and information. This is sort of a specific drone, and each drone has its own little requirements, you know? So make sure you read up on this stuff. When we first got our Phantom, we thought we knew what we were doing, and we did. We kind of knew, you know, like right out of the box, you can definitely get in the air. But it's worth taking the time to read all this stuff and just do it right. So, yeah, take your time, read the manuals. I know I will be. Props, dongles, cables, chargers. Let's see if I can get this sucker back in place. Oh. Ah. All right, well that'll take a little bit of practice, but yeah, little transport cover, just like a little space helmet for the camera so that it travels well and doesn't get banged around. And yeah, fold these back into place. This is a very satisfying process. Bang, 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 bang. Cool. Let's throw the props on. All right, so with these props, they are color-coded. So you can see on the inside of the mount here. Oh, that one's backwards. Nope, there it is. All right. So you can see there, one of these has just a black mount, and one of them has a black mount with this little gray ring. And if you look at this part of the drone, see if I can get in the light. Focus, focus, focus. There is one, and then there is one with little gray stripes around the outside. So, pretty self-explanatory. It's color-coded. So this is pretty self-explanatory, but basically what you're doing here is these guys are spring-loaded. You can see the little spring there. Maybe. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. You can see the little spring on the front there. What you'll do is you thread the little guy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Take the little prop, thread it right down onto the top, and then just push and twist, and it locks into place. All right, so super premium product. One thing that's really nice here is the props fold in on themselves, making transport so much easier. We had the Phantom, and the box was probably 4 times the size. So let's see how this fits in the packaging. That's pretty cool. So as you can see right here, the milled case actually has a little cutout for the joysticks. Though the joysticks sort of like can come off and store in here, it's pretty nice actually. So we can leave. All right, so yeah, check that out. Those fit right in there. So that's pretty neat. You know, taking the joysticks off every time is probably not a huge hassle, but you're more likely to lose them. And since there was room in the case, that's pretty nice of Smatry or Smatry to do that for us. Excellent. Well, that's going to do it. I hope that this video was helpful. Pretty long video, but yeah, a lot of things included in this kit. And if you're interested in getting this kit, so far, I would highly recommend it. Everything that I've looked at, first impressions are that it's a great kit, super well put together. And as you can see, I've fit everything into this case here, which is waterproof. And everything fits in beautifully. By everything, I mean everything that I would want to bring with me. So what fits in here is extra props, a couple of cables, and a charger. I can't fit the charger and the car charger because what I'm going to bring with me is the multi-charger. But I could pull this multi-charger out and instead put the car charger in there. So it's entirely up to you what you think you're going to be traveling with. Car charger is probably just going to live in my center console, so I don't really need to make room for it in this box. But there is room for everything in the Fly More kit that I want to bring, and also there's room for one extra battery, so you can leave one on top of the like attached to the drone, and I intend to leave that one attached to the drone, ready to fly, and then I have these two, and I have another one coming in the mail, so I will have 4 batteries with me on site. If each one is truly 30 minutes, then that's 2 hours of flight, and if I can't get the shot in 2 hours, then I have the car charger. So excellent. Hope this was helpful, you guys. And another side note, not sponsored by anyone, did not get in contact with, nor was I contacted by Drone Man Hub, just a happy consumer looking to purchase a product. So yeah, not sponsored by anyone, and just happy with everything that I purchased here. Paid for this with my own money. Video's not sponsored, so this is all just honest reviews. And if you want me to follow up on any of these things, leave a comment below. If you have any questions on any specific items in this kit, let me know. Again, I just opened this thing, haven't even got it in the air yet. I'm gonna go up install firmware, but you'll be seeing a lot of footage from this sucker late in the future, and yeah, I will do some follow-ups on anything that I do and don't love. So hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.